So guys, this is the racket I currently play with, the Dunlop CX200, and this is the Dunlop FX500, which I'm going to be testing out right now. I think it's the 500 Tour, and this is a racket which I've been recommended by so many players to check out. Draper, Popperin, Purcell, they all play with it, so I'm excited to see what it can offer me. It's supposed to give me a lot more power, so I'm excited to see. A definitely kind of bigger head, well, looks a lot slightly like more open here at the throat, so yeah, I'm pretty excited to see how this plays, and if I do like it, this is going to be my racket of choice for 2025, so I'm excited to see what it's got, so let's check it out. The first thing I initially felt straight away when playing with the racket was the extra pop on the ball. It almost felt crisp. That was a really nice feeling. So instantly with the blue one, FX, a lot more power. It feels crisp, super crisp. And I feel like I'm able to just get easier depth without having to like swing a lot harder. We're gonna do a fair test and compare it with this one now. I didn't want to say that I didn't move as much, but I definitely didn't have to accelerate the racket head as much and use as much of my body, which resulted in a little bit more effortless power, which felt really good. However, I also wanted to compare it to my old racket, so I began to switch between the two whilst hitting from the baseline, really to get a baseline of how the feeling actually changed between the two of them. We also worked on the crosses. Here I was mainly aiming to just absolutely rip the ball. I felt I could really get more movement off the court and a bit more RPMs on each shot, which really allowed me to do a little bit more damage, even just hitting in the cross court, even on the backhand side as well, a lot more depth and consistency. Obviously a few balls went crazily out, so when I did miss it was a lot more than usual, but I think that's just getting used to kind of a new racket and kind of seeing what it has to offer. Ooh, I really like this. Good? It's good. Also guys, I just wanted to say quickly that I've just started posting on Snapchat. If you guys want to see kind of what I'm getting up to day to day, posting loads on there about what I'm getting up to, how I'm filming my videos, who I'm filming with, what I'm eating, how I'm training, all of that good stuff, then I'll put a link in the description to my Snapchat, or just add me with this username on screen right here. I hope you enjoy. I'm also going to be running some giveaways on there for my rackets, which I might be switching to, as you might find out in this video. So make sure you go add that right now. There's some awesome stuff to come on there. And when I hit it, it's just like pop.
I can hear it. Yeah, I can hear it too. I can hear it.
And also when I go for it quite big, it also reacts big. Sometimes with this, it's like you have to hit it quite well. Or like if I miss time with this, it still goes pretty deep. Whereas with this, it's like, it doesn't give you as much. You have to be better with your movement, your footwork.
Correct. And
that kind of rewards the feel. But I feel like with this one, I can just like from anywhere just rip a winner, which I quite like. The feel.
You get more help from the racket itself,
yeah,
instead of this. But it's kind of normal because this is like I was telling him that this is a lower ROA racket, meaning you have to generate that.
Yeah, you got to generate more. Yeah.
So if you see all doubles players, this is usually the type of racket they use.
Yeah.
Because they're always in the net. They want
the
that
max
crazy.
Oh yeah, this one. Yeah.
So,
Henry Patton.
Yeah. And then all of the guys who. This generation, I feel like likes to play the thicker one.
Yeah.
See, Alcaraz, Green, they all have thicker.
Yeah.
It's auto spin, heavy balls. All that.
Yeah. From like if I was playing on clay, I'd rather this by far. Like you get so much more on it.
Heavier.
Let's see what it has on the control though. On the volleys, I'm excited to see what it's got.
We'll see.
Also guys, it would really mean a lot to me if you help us out on the road to 50k subscribers here on this channel. So if you haven't already, check if you're subscribed. If you are, thank you so much. If you're not, help out the journey, click on that subscribe button. Now, let's get back to the video.
hit some serves. This is the shot that I'm the most excited about, seeing kind of what the power and stuff it's going to give me. So far, I'm very impressed, so see if this can add 5 miles an hour to my serve. Definitely like so much extra like pop through the court. I feel like it's like trusting it gives me the power, which gives me more control. Just checking he's ready. I didn't want to get exposed. With the serving, gave like so much extra pop on it. But like when you go for it, you miss bigger as well. So there's just like a bit of a bigger margin. But we're going to play some points, test it out in an actual live situation. See what it feels like. Definitely going to be coming to the net a lot with this thing. It's going to be fun. But so far, I'm pretty impressed. Well, at least I like it. So the points is like the ultimate test of a racket, I feel. So we'll see what it's got. I feel like Jack Draper, the right-handed version.
Now, during some of the points that we played, I was really focusing on the serve and return. Now, these are the two main areas of tennis in general, and what I was really trying to focus on here was getting a lot of depth on the return, big middle a lot of the time, or just redirecting line or cross. And on my service points, really just trying to come forwards and be aggressive, because this racket is all about hitting big from the baseline, a lot of power, a lot of ground stroke, dominance, and you really want to be able to come forwards and use that to your advantage when you draw your opponent off the court. So I'm looking for chances to ghost in, to come forwards, but also to hit nice defensive balls from the baseline without having to do too much extra physical work, and also holding the position really well. Now, on the other side of the net is a very, very talented 15-year-old Turkish player who's training here at IMG Academy, so he definitely put up a good fight, and there were some super competitive points in this session, so I hope you enjoy the rest of it.
Huh?
It looked like it was going so far long.
It felt like it was going so far long. You get that, Liz? Is it in or out? Hawkeye. Good point. can't believe it. Tired, I start making such stupid decisions. Come on now. I make such stupid decisions. Just go for the 1 in 10 just because you're tired. Right guys, so testing done. I was very impressed with this racket. I'm not gonna lie, I went into it thinking I'm gonna give it a go, test, see what I think it's like. But now that I've actually played with it, I quite liked it. And that's kind of tempting now that, you know, I'm gonna have to play with it a little bit more, but I am very tempted to now switch to this. I think it just gives me a little bit more pop on the ball. Just that's like that feeling that when I'm at the back, when I'm moving forwards, I can actually like do damage and finish the point. I think with this, sometimes if I time it wrong or hit it in the wrong way, it gives me great like feel of where I'm hitting it, but it doesn't necessarily make me feel like I've won the point or I can really just kind of hit a winner from the baseline. This does feel great on volleys, and on serve, I feel this gives me a bit more power, but this is a bit more accurate. But I guess this is what I'm used to, so overall, I think if I obviously practice with this one a little bit more, I can get obviously a bit used to it. It's an interesting one because I've obviously played with this racket for like 2 or 3 years now. So it's anything different should feel quite abnormal, but this kind of felt quite natural in my hand. It felt quite natural to play with, which I was kind of surprised by. I was expecting quite a big difference, but I think overall, I really like this one. So I'm not gonna kind of make a decision about whether I'm switching to this racket, but rest assured I'm gonna be testing it for the rest of this week, and I can give you guys a verdict on kind of what the final decision is. I might play around with the specs of it a little bit, but actually, I mean, I don't even think it needs that much done to it because it feels pretty good already. Maybe a little bit in the handle or something like that, but I'm waffling a bit now, but yeah, it was pretty good. I was pretty happy with it.